I realized this week how angry I was about our current media and people that I trusted for a long time. Number one, Rachel Maddow is sold out. She went after Biden so hard. It's so funny. You know what's fucked up about these guys? They went after Biden before he dropped out hard. Like they went after hard. And the next day they were like, he's the greatest. What a heroic thing he did. And as Biden was pulling, Jill's like just yanking blades out of his back. Like, yeah, he's great.
They're also the people.
He's such a hero.
That point out the right's contradictions, the quick contradictions. Yeah. But then there they go doing the same exact thing.
Well, and Jen Psaki worked for him. She was like, and she was the worst at it. And
she sold him out like they were doing the debate response in the moment, and she was at the desk after the debate, and she did it right then. Right. We were stunned.
Everybody just went after him, and you know, he, like Biden's debate performance was slow, and he had COVID, but that being said, if you check him, everything he said, he was on point with the facts and stuff. Again, it's worked out because Kamala Harris is up in the polls, but what bothers me is that everybody sucks. CNN has become Fox. CNN is now, they can't even color thing. And what I got to in the Armageddon update, and I want to get to later, is that, you know, we used to have journalists. We had Dan Rather, who didn't give a fuck what anybody corporate thought. He had free reign to do the news. Yeah. Well, these guys don't have free reign to do the news anymore.
Back
They're
then,
getting paid.
So speaking of their pay, how was it funded? Because seems like what has changed now.
I was going to make that point. That right now, CNN is owned by a billionaire who bought it from the Discovery Channel. That whole corporation owned it. He bought it, switched it overnight, got rid of Don Lemon, got rid of anybody who was talking facts. Even Anderson Cooper. All these people have now. It was weird. It was like a week happened where all of a sudden everybody stopped saying the facts and started coloring it. On MSNBC, Katie Tour is probably the worst reporter I've ever seen. Rachel pointed something out today that I really got. She will color everything like best news ever for the Democrats. The polls are showing that Kamala Harris is up 69% to 50%. This is going to be a rout. And she'll say, yeah, that's great, but 31% of people are really paying a lot for eggs. And, you know, the economy that, you know.
That's a valid concern. I mean, honestly, isn't it, John?
And then someone will go, well, yeah, but they think that, but the numbers prove that the economy everything's working great. Like we have a booming economy, we have a booming everything. And so.
But the American consumer, John, he doesn't understand that.
Feel it.
The way that he feels his family is living right now is significantly worse than 5 years ago.
And here's what nobody says. They're fucking idiots. Then they're fucking idiots because all you got to do is look at the numbers, the same numbers that Trump was touting when he wasn't in a horror show after Obama's economy. These numbers are way better. They're fucking idiots then. And Katie, go ahead.
And Kamala came out and said she's going to take action on the companies that are engaging in the price gouging.
And right, and people got all mad about that. They're like, "Oh, we live in
price control.
Price control." No, and that's not what she was saying. We have 4 chains that own all the supermarkets. We have 4 airlines. We have very few companies now. And what's happening is, I remember AT&T was massive, and they broke up AT&T. Mm-hmm. And it was a big deal. That's how we got T-Mobile and we got all these other companies. Well, those companies eventually started competing, which means the prices came down. So what Kamala Harris meant was, we're going after these companies that have set price controls, because it's so funny. You go, oh, they're going to set price controls. That's what these companies did. If they own 5 chains of supermarkets, that means they can set the price at all 5 chains where you think it's competition. One fucking corporation owns all 5 chains.
Controls the price.
There you go. There you go.
Even Biden started a couple months ago mentioning the antitrust laws.
Live Nation. Went after Live Nation.
Merrick Garland.
You can't win, though. They complain about everything. It's the craziest thing to me. Everything that Biden or Kamala do, they complain about every little thing. And Trump, meanwhile, I mean, what exactly was accomplished in those 4 years that he what are we touting?
We have nothing. That's the whole thing. That's why they complain, because they have there's absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, people go, man, it was better on Trump. We were locked in our house for a year.
Okay, that actually was the best time of my life.
I know, you loved it.
So if I had to say, and I were being honest, I wouldn't vote for him.
Because monkeypox
I would say my favorite presidential tenure was probably.
She liked being home so much that she will vote for Trump just so monkeypox takes over the country.
Pox, thank you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we can't be offensive to monkey.
What kind of disease are you cooking up in the garage these days to try to make another pandemic?
I think it's mammal pox, I guess.